Have you ever wanted to play the guitar but didn't know where to start? Well, today is your lucky day. We're embarking on a musical journey, breaking down the process of learning the guitar into 10 simple steps. First, we'll start with the basics, getting a guitar and ensuring it's in top shape with well-tuned strings. Then, we'll dive into understanding the anatomy of the guitar and how to read chord diagrams and tabs. Don't worry, it's not as complex as it sounds. We'll also tackle the art of holding a pick and choosing your first song. As we progress, you'll learn how to master your initial tune, and yes, it will involve a lot of practice. But remember, every virtuoso was once a beginner. The journey may be challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. So, are you ready to embark on this exciting journey to becoming a guitar player? Let's dive in. First things first, you need a guitar. It doesn't have to be expensive or brand new. In fact, an old guitar will do just fine as long as it's functional. When choosing your guitar, consider its size. Ensure it's comfortable for you to hold and play. Too large, and it may be difficult for you to reach the strings. Too small, and your fingers may feel cramped. Next, ponder upon the type of guitar. There are mainly two types, acoustic and electric. Acoustic guitars are great for beginners as they are straightforward and portable. Electric guitars, on the other hand, require an amplifier but offer a wider range of sounds. Comfort is key. The guitar should feel right in your hands. It shouldn't feel too heavy or awkward. The strings should be close to the fretboard to make it easier for you to press them down. Remember, the right guitar will make your learning process smoother. Now let's check those strings. The strings on your guitar are like the vocal cords of a singer. They're essential in producing the sound. Good quality strings can make a significant difference in the clarity and tonality of your music. So how do you know if your strings are in good shape? It's simple, really. Just run your fingers along them. If they feel smooth to the touch, they're good to go. On the other hand, if they feel rough, or you notice any rust or discoloration, it's time for a change. Don't worry, replacing strings is not as daunting as it sounds. You can find numerous tutorials online, or better yet, have someone experienced show you the ropes the first time. Remember, music is an art, and like any art, the quality of your tools matters. With fresh strings, you're one step closer to playing your first note. A guitar that's out of tune won't sound right, no matter how well you play. This is a truth universally acknowledged among guitarists, making tuning a vital step in your journey to mastering this instrument. So, let's get your guitar in perfect harmony. Tuning a guitar might seem like rocket science at first, but with the right tools and a little patience, it's as easy as strumming your favorite song. For this, we'll use an online guitar tuner. There are numerous tuners available, but for simplicity's sake, we'll use fender.com/online-guitar-tuner. It's user-friendly and does an excellent job. Now remember the names of your strings, from the thinnest to the thickest. E, B, G, D, A, E. These are the standard tuning notes for a 6-string guitar. The online tuner will guide you through each string, indicating whether you're too high, sharp, or too low, flat. When you pluck a string and it's out of tune, the tuner will show you. If you're sharp, loosen your string by turning the tuning peg counterclockwise. If you're flat, tighten the string by turning the tuning peg clockwise. Be gentle and make small adjustments. Tuning requires a delicate touch. It's essential to tune your guitar regularly. Variables like temperature and humidity can cause your strings to stretch or contract, throwing them out of tune. Regular tuning ensures your guitar sounds its best and helps train your ear to recognize the correct pitches. Tuning can be a bit tricky at first, but don't get discouraged. It's a skill that improves with practice, just like playing. As you tune more and more, you'll start to develop a feel for it, and eventually, you'll be able to tune your guitar by ear. Remember, a well-tuned guitar is the foundation of a great performance. It's the first step to sounding like a pro, even if you're just starting out. So, take the time to tune up before you play. Your audience, whether it's your cat, your neighbor, or a crowd of fans, will thank you. Great job! You're now ready to make some music. It's time to get familiar with your instrument. The guitar, a beautiful assembly of wood, metal, and nylon, is more than just a musical tool. It's a companion on your musical journey. Let's explore its anatomy. At the heart of the guitar is the body, where the sound resonates. Moving upwards, we find the neck, a long piece of wood adorned with metal frets. These frets are the spaces on the fretboard where you'll be holding down a note. On most guitars, you'll find markers or inlays on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, 12th, 15th frets, and so on. The strings, named E, B, G, D, A, E, from the thinnest to the thickest, are your keys to the world of music. They vibrate to create the sounds we all love. Knowing your guitar well will help you navigate it with ease. It's like getting to know a new friend, and the better you understand each other, the more beautiful music you'll make together. Music has its own language, and you're about to learn it. Our language of choice today is the chord diagram and guitar tab. Picture a chord diagram as a snapshot of your guitar's fretboard, taken from a bird's eye view. The vertical lines represent the strings from left to right: E, B, G, D, A, E. The horizontal lines are the frets. The top line is the guitar nut, the part where the strings start. Now imagine dots on this grid. These dots are where you place your fingers. Numbers inside the dots indicate which finger to use. 1 for the index, 2 for the middle, 3 for the ring, and 4 for the pinky. An X above a string means you don't play it, and an O means you play it open, without pressing any fret. Now let's talk about guitar tabs. They're like chord diagrams, but more detailed. A tab is a map of a song showing you exactly which notes to play and when. As with chord diagrams, the lines represent the strings. The numbers on these lines, however, represent the frets. So A3 on the top line tells you to press the 3rd fret on the thinnest string. The notes are played from left to right, just like how you read a book. A couple of symbols you might encounter on guitar tabs are the / and the \. The / indicates a slide up the fretboard, while the \ signifies a slide down. The H stands for hammer-on and P for pull-off. These techniques add flavor to your playing, and you'll get the hang of them as you progress. Remember, these diagrams and tabs are essential tools, but they're not everything. They don't tell you how long to hold a note or how hard to strum. They're like a recipe, giving you the ingredients and steps, but you add the spice, the flavor, that's uniquely you. With this new skill, you can now learn any song you want. Let's talk about the pick, your tool for plucking the strings. It may seem insignificant, but the way you hold your pick can significantly impact your guitar playing experience. Here's how to do it right. Firstly, close your hand to make a loose fist. Then, place the pick on the side of your index finger, with the pointed end sticking out about ½ inch. Now, gently clamp down on it with your thumb. The flat side of the pick should be facing you while the pointed end faces away from you. It's that simple. Now here's a pro tip. Don't hold your pick too tightly. You want a firm grip? Yes, but not so firm that your hand cramps up. The pick should be secure, but your hand should be relaxed. And remember, it's okay if you drop it a few times. That's part of the learning process. A firm grip will give you control and precision. So go ahead, give it a try. Let your pick dance on those strings. It's time for the fun part, playing your first song. Now it's crucial to choose a song that's simple, yet recognizable. Why? Because it's incredibly rewarding to hear a tune you know coming from your own fingers, and it gives you a sense of achievement early on. We recommend starting with a classic like 100 Miles or Ode to Joy. These songs have clear, iconic tunes and are great for beginners. Now where do you find how to play these songs? That's where guitar tabs come in. They are your blueprint to playing any song you want. A quick online search will reveal countless sites with tabs for virtually any song you can think of. One we recommend is ultimate-guitar.com. It's user-friendly and has a vast library of songs. Remember, start with something simple and work your way up. Happy playing? Now, let's make some music. Let's get started with your first tune. And remember, the key to mastering any song lies in patience. It's about playing slow, taking it one note at a time. It's not a race, it's a journey. So remember to take your time, and soon you'll start recognizing the tune. At first, it may feel like you're just plucking random strings, but as you continue to play, you'll start to hear the melody forming, the notes coming together to create your first tune. It's a magical moment, and guess what? You're about to experience it. You'll start to hear the rhythm, the beat, the pulse of the music. And it won't be just any music, it will be your music coming from your own fingers, your own guitar. It's a feeling of accomplishment, a feeling of joy. The tune that was once just a series of symbols on a page is now a living, breathing piece of music, and you're the one who brought it to life. But remember, this is just the beginning. As you continue to play, you'll start to develop a sense of timing, of rhythm. You'll hear the spaces between the notes, the silence that gives the music its shape. And you'll start to understand how the notes relate to each other, how they fit together to create the melody. And then, one day, you'll realize that you're not just playing the notes anymore. You're playing the music. You're expressing yourself, your feelings, your thoughts through the language of music. And that, my friend, is the true joy of playing the guitar. So keep playing, keep practicing. Don't get discouraged if you make a mistake. Remember, every great guitarist started out just like you, plucking one string at a time, learning one song at a time. And look where they are now. Hearing a tune come together is one of the most rewarding parts of learning guitar. So keep going, keep playing, and soon you'll be creating your own melodies, your own songs. You'll be a musician, not just someone who plays the guitar. And that, my friend, is something to be proud of. The key to success on the guitar? Practice. Yes, you've heard it before, but we'll say it again because it's that important. Practice, practice, practice. The guitar is not an instrument you master overnight. It's a journey, an adventure filled with beautiful melodies and challenging chords. Your fingers will fumble, your strums may stumble, but that's all part of the process. Embrace it. Remember, every famous guitarist started precisely where you are now, at the beginning. Every chord they've strummed, every note they've played, began with practice. It is through practice that you develop the muscle memory needed to effortlessly glide through chords and scales. Muscle memory, that's your secret weapon. It's what happens when you've played a chord or a sequence of notes so many times that your fingers just know where to go. It's like magic. But this magic doesn't happen without a lot of practice. Don't be disheartened if progress seems slow. It's not about speed, it's about consistency. Regular practice, even in small doses, can make a world of difference. And remember, it's better to practice for 10 minutes each day than for an hour once a week. Consistency is key. And as you practice, don't forget to have fun. Yes, it can be challenging, but it should also be enjoyable. Choose songs that you love, experiment with different styles of music, and celebrate every little achievement. When you enjoy what you're doing, practice doesn't feel like a chore. It becomes a passion. Now let's talk about those calluses. Yes, they will form, and yes, it may hurt at first, but think of them as badges of honor, tangible proof of your commitment and dedication. They're a rite of passage for every guitarist, and in time, you'll wear them with pride. So pick up that guitar, play that chord, strum that string, and remember, practice is not about getting it right. It's about never giving up. So keep at it, and before you know it, you'll be playing your favorite songs with ease and confidence. With consistent practice, you'll be playing your favorite songs in no time. Congratulations! You've taken the first steps towards becoming a guitar player. We've journeyed through the initial 10 steps together, from choosing your guitar, checking its strings, tuning it, to understanding its anatomy. We've decoded chord diagrams and guitar tabs, learned how to hold a pick, and even selected your first song to master. Remember, the joy of hearing your first tune is just the beginning. The key to becoming a proficient guitarist lies in practice. The more you play, the faster you'll get, the better you'll become. Yes, it might be a bit painful at first. But as the old adage goes, no pain, no gain. Your fingertips will toughen up over time, making it easier and more comfortable to play. This journey requires patience, persistence, and passion. But the reward, being able to create beautiful music, is absolutely worth it. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your guitar and start strumming.